No, just...
Team Reality! Team Reality coming at you. It's another weekly video.
So we recently celebrated our 2-year anniversary of being in our gym, and we just kind of wanted to do a look back at some of the craziest or best moments that have happened so far.
It's our 15th anniversary as a team as well, so the progression from just a few kids training on the street through to where we are now, especially the level ups in the last couple of years, getting this place and then a few builds on top of one another. We're really happy with where the facility and the team is at.
Yeah, we've even brought Danny in from Lincoln to kind of do the most hated thing he doesn't like doing, and that's talking to you guys.
That's right.
Coming in at 5th place was Liam Norbury, coming down and literally tearing it up at the Grim Jam finals, where he did numerous one bangs straight after each other.
He was pretty down in the, or up in the rankings, so he was one of the last to go in the finals comp. And after seeing some other people try some of the trickier challenges, seeing Liam just come in and one bang, I think 4 in a row, was just like, absolutely mental. So yeah, it's most of the favourite moments, we've got to say, are from the Grim Jam weekend, because that's obviously been the point when we've had the most people come to the gym at the same time. But yeah, Liam's one bang mastery is definitely up there.
It was strange, before Liam's go there wasn't actually a podium, because everyone had kind of only completed one challenge, and then Liam came in and literally changed the shape of the final entirely. So there's to Liam.
Yeah, big up one bang master.
Yeah.
Currently holds 2 skill comp first places, because he went over to Belgium as well and won the HAL 5, so shout out to Liam for that.
Yeah. This is yours, this is your personal favourite.
My personal favourite. My personal favourite thing that's sort of happens during the gym is just all the general screaming and all the reactions to, you know, all the big stuff and the achievements that, you know, a lot of the guys have done in the gym, so
yeah.
Come on, Ren.
Positive screaming. You want to play, not screaming like aggressively or anything like that.
Not screaming in pain.
Yeah, no. Touch wood, no screaming in pain. All positivity for everybody.
And I think anyone that trains parkour, it's always about those moments where you've been pushing at a challenge for a long time, and everyone's, you know, there with you when you get the final attempt where you get the stick, whether it's in a gym or out on the street. But the vibe of the Grim Jam comp for me was definitely there. With the way that the skills finals worked, the tension in the room was high.
Atmosphere was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was brilliant.
I think also with screaming, just the general noises that people tend to make.
Yeah.
So, you know, just sort of messing around and being, you know, saying stupid things and shouting stupid things is also something that I really enjoy.
Yeah. So coming in 3rd place, kind of a good follow-on from the last one, is 2 specific moments that happened at Grim Jam during the youth speed, where 2 of our own students, Jazz McCready and Oliver Count, both had their go on the speed. Unfortunately, they both took a slight tumble, but the support from everyone in the room, where it was everyone's cheering them on, getting them back up on their feet, really helping them push through that barrier to try and finish off their speed runs, was kind of like a good thing for, I think, for them to see that the community and the support for everybody, no matter where you're from, it was just there.
And I would say that probably 90% of the audience that day had no idea who they were.
Yeah.
Obviously just supporting them because they were there taking part.
On his home turf.
Go, 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 go.
So the finals of the Grim Jam skill competition was something we spent a lot of time thinking about, and myself and Jake especially being here every week, 4 or 5 times a week. In the 2 or 3 weeks leading up to it, probably longer than that, we were constantly discussing what the finals challenges should be. I don't think we really firmly decided until a few days before. This moment was one of the last challenges that we put in, and for me and Jake,
the night before,
it was a joke for us. We really thought that maybe one person might have the stones to have a go at it. We thought that the other 6 challenges were more likely to be completed than this particular one, but it turned out that actually I think 4 of the finalists actually did this challenge, and it was the capstone cat leap, our sort of commemoration of the recently released capstone at the time. So we picked the biggest level arm jump we could find in the gym, and then put that as one of the 7 deadly sins for the finals challenges. And like I say, Clayton was first out. And it was
he was unsure as well, bless him. Like he wasn't even going to take part in the finals, and then just full of confidence and spirit from the rest of the room, and he just, 1 minute he was there, and disbelief. There's even moments where you see Neil on camera just in shock.
Because he tried it once, and he didn't hold on with it, and then he went up for another go, and then just landed, and the room just exploded. And then subsequently, 3 other guys went and stuck the cat leap as well, which for me and Jake, who aren't particularly like good at level cat leaps, it's not something we do a lot of.
No,
so I think for us it felt like it was further out of people's ability level than evidently that it actually was. So big up the 4 guys that stuck the capstone cat leap, but Clayton particularly, who broke the jump in the first place, and I think sort of showed the rest of the finalists, you know, how to do a cat leap. Right?
Definitely. So coming in top spot, I think me and Neil personally love this moment. Danny wasn't even here because he left, didn't get to experience this for the beauty.
Having a little cry on his way up.
Crying about my injuries as usual.
So this was yet another Grim Jam finals challenge, and me and Neil actually created this for one specific person in mind. We thought, we know the guy it's for, we hope he can do it. So it was Dean Stinson's lache to lache pre, which was bonkers.
He's the only person that's even attempted to get his feet onto the rail. It's still there now, even after the recent renovation. Still nobody else has even had a go at it. But we were probably, I don't know, an hour and 15 minutes deep into the finals. The tension was high. Dean had qualified in the highest spot coming out of the semi-finals, so he was the last person to go in the finals. He'd had 1 attempt at it, he had 1 life left, 1 go remaining of the entire competition. So the tension was absolutely palpable, and then, you know, he does the first lash shade, muscled up, casts as high as he possibly can, and then sticks the lash shade rail free, and the room just erupted. Everyone went wild. I'm surprised people didn't get thrown off top of the reception just in excitement.
It was.
I mean, he didn't win, it only secured 2nd place for him, but to see, and again, he was the only person in the finals that had a legitimate go at it. Liam had a few attempts, but he was nowhere near actually getting the stick. He got his toes to it, toe shoot out, but the fact that Dean did that with no attempts left, it was his final attempt, last attempt of the entire weekend, and then boom, stuck the lache pre. So,
and you can even see it in his face that he's just like, yes,
mind-boggling, and he just gets the stick as well. His foot almost slips a bit too far past the ball of his foot, but he brings it back, stays on the rail. Legitimate stick. It's not like he had to jump off quick and we gave him it anyway. Legitimate stick. So yeah, big up Dean.
yeah, so to wrap up, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has come down to the gym in the past 2 years, who has seen each stage of our build. Obviously we've had another change recently which has opened up a massive array of movements, and we can't wait to plan more events and take part and have more people, more guests this year.
We've started discussing Grim Jam semi-finals and finals challenges already, so if you fancy your chances at the skill comp, I hope you're training hard. That's all I can say. I think for me, something that we've not put down on the list, but as a coach, one of the most sort of wholesome parts of having the gym is just watching the steady progression of our students, whether it's some of the 4-year-olds that have been coming for a couple of years now, or whether it's the guys that we've actually been teaching for maybe 8 years plus or something, that have trained in the karate studio, they've trained at the local leisure centres with the soft mats and the vaults that fall over all the time. So now seeing those guys go from there, which isn't the best sort of training environment, they've hit the teenage years and they're now able to train here, their ability is just absolutely shooting through the roof. So to see that is probably the thing that keeps us going week by week.
Also, keep a lookout for a special t-shirt that we'll be releasing very soon that kind of commemorates our 15 years of being a team. Keep a lookout, make sure you follow. We are going to have some updates of Project Underground coming very soon. Some of us will be taking part in skill and speed, I think, and we will also have a pop-up shop there where you can buy any of our lovely garments. There will be a sale over the weekend there, so if you want to grab yourself a bag in, come down and just come and have a chat with us.
Totally.
Come and hang out.
If you watch our videos, come and say hello. There's a lot of you that we haven't met, or that maybe that we don't see very often, so yeah, come say hi. Look forward to seeing you.
In a bit.
Peace!
So you've not watched the video back then?
I watched it and skipped through it.
Oh, what
Because I'm a sore loser.
Sore loser.
It's because I'm a big sore loser, that's why I've not seen it. As soon as I'm out of the competition, I'm injured, I'm off home.
Yeah, I'm off home.